Imagine bringing the serenity of the great outdoors into your home with an epoxy resin tabletop that features elements of nature. By embedding flowers, moss, and stones into the resin, you can create a piece that is not only visually stunning but also a celebration of natural beauty. These epoxy tabletop ideas are perfect for those who appreciate the tranquility of nature and want to incorporate it into their living space. Each tabletop is a unique representation of the natural world, captured and preserved forever in resin. Similarly, ocean-inspired tables capture the essence of the sea, with deep blues and swirling patterns that evoke the feeling of being near the water. These classic epoxy table ideas are perfect for anyone looking to bring a touch of nature into their space. Similarly, ocean-inspired tables capture the essence of the sea, with deep blues and swirling patterns that evoke the feeling of being near the water. These classic epoxy table ideas are perfect for anyone looking to bring a touch of nature into their space. The perfect epoxy resin coffee table tips and tricks for your next DIY. Choose a wood slab. Start by choosing a piece of wood that you feel comfortable with. Some people prefer olive wood because it has rich colors, plenty of character, and complements any epoxy project very well. Put the wood slab of your choice inside of the HDPE mold. HDPE sheets or blocks are cut, machined, or thermoformed into molds. Benefits: non-stick surface, easy demolding for concrete, plaster, resin. Water, chemical, and impact resistant. Lightweight compared to metal molds. Example: concrete formwork panels, DIY resin molds, or reusable casting molds. Thoroughly mix your deep pour epoxy. Start project by mixing your epoxy for 2 to 3 minutes, just to make sure both parts have been mixed together thoroughly. If you're mixing by hand, mix for at least 10 minutes. Make sure that both components are blended well before moving on to the next step. Select your powdered pigment colors. Next, you have to get your powdered pigment set and choose your colors for this project and add them to our mixed in the epoxy. When mixing, it's inevitable to have bubbles. Make sure you get rid of them by using a heat gun to achieve a clean pour. Now let's start pouring. Be sure to look everything over and see if there's anything you missed. Step back and admire how much the wood and the turquoise and copper colors with flowers complement each other. It's really a thing of beauty. Let it cure and clean up the project. After letting the project cure for about 4 to 6 hours, you can pop it out of the HDPE mold and take it outside to use a belt sander. The goal was to cut off the edges, expose the wood, and remove any excess epoxy. You can do all of this by focusing on the high points and scuffing up the underside. This technique gets your project nice and flat. You can sanded it over quickly using 500 grit in preparation for our flood coat, typically using a router edge or chamfer bit to bevel the edges. Both steps give you the clean and sophisticated look we're aiming for. Pour a flood coat to bring the beauty of the wood to the forefront. When doing a flood coat, you want to cover every area of the project, the sides, the edges, all of it in epoxy. You can allow your epoxy to drip off the project and then run a mixing brush, or a card if you don't have a brush, underneath the project. Once the flood coat pour starts, you'll see the wood grain of your work start to pop and the beauty of the epoxy will steal the show. After curing, sand the table for an impressive finish. You can let the project cure again overnight and then use 40 grit sandpaper to remove dry drips. It's important to adhere to proper epoxy drying times to get the right finish. This sandpaper grit is rigid and rough, so it can take off any imperfections really easily. Next, you can sand the bottom of the piece all the way to 500 grit, removing debris and dust. Add finishing oil to the piece. You can wipe down the underside with finishing oil, which is perfect for polishing and preserving wood. It's so easy to use, just dab some on your hands or on the surface, while wearing gloves, and polish away. Add legs to the table and you're done. Finish the table off by screwing legs onto the underside, tapping into the wood as much as you can. Now, you're all done. A sophisticated, unique coffee table done 100% by you, in the comfort of your own home. Want to make your own epoxy resin table? I put together a full list of the tools and supplies I recommend on my Amazon page. I made a step-by-step Amazon list with all the products you'll need to get started down below.